Welcome back. This is By the Book, and we're your married relationship coaches. I'm Sent.
I'm Sil.
And today we're talking about Love is Blind Season 3. We're at episodes 1 and 2, and we're talking about Raven.
Yeah.
So guys, this is a sidebar, all right? If you've been with us before for Married at First Sight or for
Ready to
Love, then you already know what it is. If not, here's what we do. We take a small segment of what has happened in one or two of these episodes in this case, and we blow it up into its own video because that's the side conversation my husband and I are having here at home.
Yeah.
So, as I said, we're talking about Raven. We're trying to figure out what is her motivation because I think she rubbed my husband the wrong way in these episodes. When you say we didn't have kind things to say about her.
I just saw a few things.
All right, so let us know what your observations were.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
But she ain't messing with no broke. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of saying. Well, actually, what I'm really saying is I see her as a selfish person right now.
Okay.
She's only 27, so in your 20s, you can be selfish. But the problem is when you are seeking a relationship, and especially if you're trying to get into a marriage, selfishness is not going to work within a relationship. So that's what I'm kind of like seeing from her.
Okay. So I want to get into the details of what you think is selfish. I do want to talk for just a moment because I'm amused by it about the encounter that she had with Bartise. They really did seem like the two of them were connecting a lot. And she even seemed like she was kind of getting possessive when the other young lady, was it Nancy, was connecting with him too.
Yes.
She was getting kind of possessive about that. So I know she was feeling him at least at the beginning. But when he kind of opened up and bore his soul about something that happened in his childhood with his mom and her fiance or something like that. This lady is doing jumping jacks, crunches, Pilates. I was like, what is happening around here?
Couldn't care less.
She was not really interested in what he had to say. Now, I don't know. I'm torn on this because the story that he told, it obviously was very impactful to him.
Yes.
You know, and that's one of those conversations. That's why being in these pods is a little bizarre because that's one of those things where you can read the room and see how someone is delivering this information. Yeah. If they look hurt, if they look bothered, if you need to sit down and look at them face to face and indulge them in this conversation versus, continue on with your workout routine. I get the sense that she works out in the pods all the time.
I don't know. I can't say all the time. She definitely is a workout person. She teaches Pilates and all of this. But come on now, someone is talking to you and they're talking about something. You can read their tone. I think.
I don't know if she was able to do that.
She didn't care to. She did not care to. And here it is. And he even said, damn, I'm bearing my soul. Yeah. And you're over there doing jumping jacks. I mean, so what kind of stuff was that?
She seemed kind of embarrassed. Like he caught her. She was like, ooh, you could hear that? So she did feel bad about it. She did not apologize.
No.
Because I don't think she was sorry. Like she was still doing some stretches and stuff. And he said that. And she's like, oh, it wasn't even that bad, know. But again, that's what I mean by she would have been able to read the room if they were face to face and understand. I would have made a much different judgment about her if they were face to face and she did the same thing. I would have been like, okay, now that's just outright disrespectful. Yeah. Because she's in his face doing this and she can see, read his face, read his body language and see where he is. But with them being like completely separate and her not knowing, she could have just misread that tone. That you think she should have picked up on. But let us know what you guys think about that. I mean, it felt bad because of the way I think it was edited. But I don't know if she really meant if she meant any harm by it.
If you're self-absorbed, you're just self-absorbed. It is what it is. Yeah. So.
Okay, so what do you think about the connection that she has with SK?
Okay. Well, all right. He gave a story too. And his story was about his dad having multiple wives because he's from Nigeria.
Yeah, she sat right on down and wanted to hear that story.
She sure did. and because over in Nigeria, as in some of the other African countries over there, it's legal to have multiple wives. And a lot of men, young men especially in this country, in America, they find that appealing.
They be talking crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody about to be your concubine, child.
But see, here's the catch. Over there in Africa, or in some of the African countries anyway, like Nigeria, you have to be able to afford multiple wives, or they will not allow you to have multiple wives. And so he's obviously coming from some type of money and by which his dad is able to have multiple wives. And I think when she began to hear that, her ears perked up and he began to talk her language. And so again, it was about her. Again, it was about selfishness. And again, I'm not saying that she's a gold digger, but
SK ain't no broke.
Nah.
Right. Or at least that's what she does.
At least his daddy not.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get you. I get your point there. And then by contrast, I guess we have Bartise saying like he doesn't have it like that right now, when she told the story about her ex who did have a lot of money. I don't know if she called him a sugar daddy, but that's kind of the feel.
Because she said he was older.
He was older. And
she still had something that he bought for her. And so Bartise is asking, well, is it a house? Because I don't think I want to kick it with you in another man's house, Yeah. And so we had that whole thing going.
Yeah, so he told her he can't buy her no rollies.
Nope.
No rollies. But he said he wasn't broke. He did say he wasn't broke, but that he wasn't there yet. Yeah. And it makes sense. He's like 25 years old. He's just getting on his feet as an adult. So, if she wanted to open herself up to date somebody that age, she's got to deal with what comes along with it.
Very true.
Now, I don't know. It does look bad. I understand your point, but I don't know that I think she's chasing money. I don't know. She's looking for a sugar daddy.
Then why would Bartise have them sprinkle dollar bills all over the floor?
I don't know. I thought that was disrespectful.
I
did.
It could have been disrespectful.
It was kind of disrespectful, and it was. I don't know. So he put the dollars all over the place.
Yeah.
And this was a conversation when he was like letting her down. Saying like it's a no for me, basically, because he was hurt. He was hurt when she didn't respond to his vulnerability the way that he was hoping.
Yeah,
it made him feel some type of way.
True.
So he's judged her obviously to be some sort of a gold digger.
Yeah,
he spreads this money around, and then he's gonna deal her this bad information.
Yeah,
which she was quick to be like, oh well, listen, it was a no for me too. Did you buy that? You did buy it or you didn't?
Oh, yeah, not really.
So you thought she was all for Bartise until he kind of started turning her down?
I think that, I think when she started hearing him say that I'm not buying you a Rolex and all of this stuff, I think that was enough for her to kind of like check out on him. Period.
Maybe so. So we'll see how she is with SK, because what if he don't have money like that though?
I think he's an engineer, I believe.
Okay.
And again, his daddy obviously has some money.
Okay.
Because he has multiple wives. And so I think that's going to be enough to carry her.
Maybe so. It just seemed like to me, if I had to go just immediately off of vibes, the vibe was better between her and Bartise than it was with and SK. Just throughout the process. Right up until the jumping jack incident.
Right up until he said he wasn't going to put a Rolex on.
No, it still was okay. It was just like, I guess that was like the day afterwards. Or whatever. But it was bad then. Like, it definitely looked bad. Her still like doing all this exercise while he was talking. And it was just downhill from that point. So, I don't know. What we really want to know is what you guys think about her and her motives. If she's here for money, if she's here to be seen. I mean, she's obviously like an attractive girl. Like, this can boost her up. Like, let's say she wanted to do Instagram modeling or something like that. I don't know. We don't know what her objectives are on this show. But they at least left us to believe that perhaps she is looking for her next sugar daddy. So if that's what you guys think, drop that below. Or if you think otherwise, drop that below too in the comment section. Yeah. All right, guys, we're out of here. Like, share, subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.